Do you remember the last time you climbed a flight of stairs without gripping the handrail? When did you last walk through a grocery store without feeling that familiar ache in your legs by the time you reach the checkout? If these questions make you pause and think, you are not alone. Millions of Americans over 60 are quietly losing the battle for their leg strength, and the enemy might be hiding right in their own kitchen. The shocking truth is that certain foods we consume daily are silently weakening our legs, reducing circulation, and stealing away the independence we have worked so hard to maintain throughout our lives. But here is the encouraging news. Identifying and eliminating these 5 specific foods can dramatically reverse this decline and restore the vitality your legs deserve. Medical research shows that dietary choices have a more profound impact on leg strength and mobility than most people realize. Today we will reveal exactly which foods are sabotaging your leg health and, more importantly, what you can do about it right now. Stay with us until the end, because the 5th food on our list might surprise you the most, and learning about it could be the difference between walking confidently into your golden years or struggling with every step you take. Before we dive into these crucial details, I would love to know where you are watching from. Please share your location in the comments below and let us know if you have experienced any of these leg-related challenges. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss our life-changing health insights. 1. High-sodium foods, the silent circulation killers. Picture your blood vessels as a network of garden hoses carrying life-giving water to every corner of your body. Now imagine what happens when you start pumping thick, salty sludge through those same hoses. This is exactly what high-sodium foods do to your circulatory system, and your legs pay the heaviest price. When you consume excessive amounts of sodium from canned soups, frozen ready meals, and processed deli meats, your body responds by retaining water to dilute this salt overload. However, this is not the helpful kind of hydration your muscles need. The retained water creates swelling in your legs and feet, putting extra pressure on blood vessels and making it harder for your heart to pump blood back up from your lower extremities. Think of it like trying to squeeze a thick milkshake through a narrow straw. Your circulatory system works overtime, but the efficiency drops dramatically. This reduced circulation means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your leg muscles, leaving them weak, tired, and prone to cramping. What makes this particularly dangerous for older adults is that our kidneys become less efficient at processing sodium as we age. The same amount of salt that might have been manageable in your 40s can become a serious burden in your 70s. Research consistently shows that high sodium intake directly correlates with reduced mobility and increased fall risk in seniors. The most deceptive culprits are not the obviously salty foods like potato chips, but the seemingly innocent everyday items. A single can of chicken noodle soup can contain more sodium than your body should handle in an entire day. Those convenient frozen dinners might save time, but they are loading your system with circulation-damaging salt levels that your legs simply cannot tolerate long-term. The good news is that your taste buds can adapt to lower sodium levels within just 2 weeks. Start by reading labels religiously and choosing fresh ingredients over processed alternatives whenever possible. Your legs will thank you with improved circulation, reduced swelling, and increased energy for all the activities you love. As we move from the hidden dangers of excess sodium, let us explore another protein source that many American seniors consume daily, often believing it is supporting their strength when it might actually be undermining their mobility. 2. Excessive red meat, the inflammation accelerator. Red meat has long been considered the cornerstone of American strength and vitality, but for older adults, too much of this protein source can become a double-edged sword that cuts deep into leg health. When we talk about excessive red meat consumption, we are referring to the daily steaks, frequent bacon breakfasts, and regular ground beef meals that have become staples in many senior diets across the United States. While protein is absolutely essential for maintaining muscle mass, the specific type and amount matter more than most people realize. Red meat, particularly when consumed in large quantities or prepared with high-heat cooking methods, triggers a cascade of inflammatory responses throughout the body. This inflammation is like a slow-burning fire that gradually damages blood vessels, reduces circulation efficiency, and creates an environment where leg muscles cannot function at their optimal level. The iron content in red meat, while beneficial in moderate amounts, can accumulate to problematic levels in older adults whose bodies are less efficient at regulating iron storage. Excess iron acts as a catalyst for oxidative stress, essentially rusting your blood vessels from the inside out. This process is particularly harmful to the delicate capillaries that feed your leg muscles. When these tiny blood vessels become damaged and less flexible, your legs receive inadequate oxygen and nutrients, leading to weakness, fatigue, and that heavy feeling many seniors experience after walking short distances. The saturated fats abundant in red meat also contribute to the formation of arterial plaques, which narrow blood vessels and reduce blood flow to extremities. For legs, which are already fighting against gravity to return blood to the heart, this additional burden can be the tipping point between maintaining mobility and losing independence. Additionally, red meat requires significant digestive energy to process, diverting blood flow away from muscles during and after meals. This temporary reduction in circulation can leave legs feeling weak and unsteady, particularly problematic for seniors who may already be dealing with balance issues. However, this does not mean you must eliminate red meat entirely. The key is moderation and smart preparation. Limiting red meat to 2 or 3 times per week, choosing leaner cuts, and incorporating more fish, poultry, and plant-based proteins can dramatically improve circulation and leg strength while still providing the protein your body needs. From the inflammatory effects of excessive red meat, our journey takes us into the greasy world of fried foods, where the cooking method itself transforms otherwise healthy ingredients into leg-weakening culprits that many seniors unknowingly consume regularly. 3. Deep-fried foods, the circulation block. There is something undeniably appealing about the golden crunch of fried foods. And American cuisine has perfected the art of deep-frying everything from potatoes to chicken to donuts. However, for older adults concerned about leg strength and mobility, these crispy temptations represent one of the most direct threats to circulatory health. The process of deep frying does not just add calories, it fundamentally alters the molecular structure of foods in ways that specifically target and damage the very systems your legs depend on for strength and endurance. When foods are submerged in oil, heated to extreme temperatures, several harmful compounds form that directly attack your cardiovascular system. These compounds, called advanced glycation end products, accumulate in blood vessel walls like rust on old pipes, making them stiff and narrow. For your legs, this stiffening process is particularly devastating. The trans fats created during the deep frying process are especially problematic because they not only raise bad cholesterol levels, but also lower good cholesterol, creating a perfect storm for poor circulation. Think of your blood vessels as highways carrying essential supplies to your leg muscles. Trans fats essentially create traffic jams on these highways, slowing down delivery and leaving your muscles starved for the resources they need to function properly. Deep-fried foods also promote systemic inflammation throughout the body, and this inflammation specifically targets the lining of blood vessels called the endothelium. When this lining becomes inflamed and damaged, blood vessels lose their ability to dilate properly, further restricting blood flow to your legs. This is why many people feel sluggish and heavy-legged after consuming fried foods. The oil absorption that occurs during deep frying means that even seemingly small portions of fried foods deliver massive amounts of damaged fats directly into your system. A medium order of French fries contains enough harmful fats to impair circulation for hours after consumption. Regular consumption of these foods creates a cumulative effect that progressively weakens leg strength and endurance. The hidden danger lies in how normalized deep-fried foods have become in American dining. From breakfast, hash browns, to lunchtime fried chicken, to evening donuts, many seniors consume fried foods multiple times daily without realizing the cumulative impact on their mobility. Breaking free from this cycle requires recognizing that the temporary pleasure of crispy textures is not worth the long-term cost to your independence. Baking, grilling, and air frying can provide satisfying alternatives that do not compromise your leg health. As we transition from the obvious dangers of deep-fried foods, we encounter a more subtle threat that many health-conscious seniors might not recognize, found in foods often considered healthy and nutritious. For high-purine foods, the hidden joint destroyers. Among the most overlooked threats to leg health in older adults are foods high in purines, compounds that sound harmless enough but can transform into leg-crippling villains when consumed regularly. Purines are naturally occurring substances found in many foods that Americans consider healthy and luxurious, including lobster, crab, organ meats like liver and kidneys, and certain types of fish. The insidious nature of these foods lies in how they disguise themselves as nutritious choices while potentially undermining the very mobility they are supposed to support. When your body processes purines, they break down into uric acid, a waste product that normally gets filtered out by your kidneys and eliminated through urine. However, as we age, our kidneys become less efficient at this filtering process, and excess uric acid begins to accumulate in our bloodstream. This excess uric acid does not simply float harmlessly, it crystallizes and forms needle-sharp deposits in joints, particularly in the feet, ankles, and knees, creating a condition that can make every step feel like walking on broken glass. These uric acid crystals trigger intense inflammatory responses in the affected joints, causing swelling, redness, and excruciating pain that can transform confident walkers into hesitant, fearful movers. The inflammation extends beyond the immediate joint area, affecting surrounding muscles and reducing overall leg strength and stability. What starts as occasional discomfort can evolve into chronic pain that significantly limits mobility and independence. The challenge for many American seniors is that high purine foods are often served at special occasions and fine dining experiences. Seafood buffets, holiday ham with organ meat stuffing, and gourmet liver dishes are frequently associated with celebration and social connection. This creates a psychological association between these potentially harmful foods and positive experiences, making dietary changes feel like deprivation rather than health improvement. Additionally, the effects of purine consumption are cumulative and often delayed. You might enjoy a lobster dinner tonight and not experience joint pain until several days later, making it difficult to connect the dietary cause with the mobility effect. This delayed response allows the problem to build silently over months or years until it reaches a crisis point where walking becomes genuinely difficult. The geographic and cultural factors in American dining also play a role. Coastal regions with abundant seafood, southern states with traditional organ meat preparations, and urban areas with diverse cuisine options all present unique challenges for seniors trying to maintain leg health while enjoying their local food culture. However, understanding purine content does not mean eliminating all these foods forever. Moderation, proper hydration, and strategic timing can allow you to occasionally enjoy higher purine foods without compromising your leg health. The key is awareness and intentional choice-making rather than unconscious consumption. From the crystalline threats of high purine foods, we move to our final category, one that might surprise you with its ubiquity and the subtle ways it undermines leg strength through mechanisms most people never consider. 5. Carbonated beverages, the mineral thieves. The fizzy, refreshing appeal of carbonated beverages has made them a cornerstone of American beverage culture. But for older adults, these seemingly innocent drinks represent a sophisticated threat to leg health that operates through multiple pathways simultaneously. Sodas, energy drinks, and even beer work against leg strength, not just through their obvious sugar and alcohol content, but through more subtle mechanisms that steal essential minerals from your bones and muscles while simultaneously promoting inflammation and circulation problems. The phosphoric acid commonly found in dark colas creates a chemical environment in your body that actively leaches calcium from your bones. This process is particularly problematic for your leg bones, which bear your full body weight and require maximum mineral density to provide stable support for walking, climbing, and maintaining balance. As calcium levels decrease, your leg bones become more fragile and your muscles must work harder to compensate for reduced skeletal support, leading to fatigue and weakness. Carbonated beverages also interfere with magnesium absorption, a mineral crucial for proper muscle function and circulation. Magnesium deficiency directly contributes to muscle cramps, particularly in the legs, and reduces the efficiency of your cardiovascular system. When your leg muscles cannot contract and relax smoothly due to inadequate magnesium, every step becomes more challenging and energy-intensive. The high sugar content in many carbonated drinks triggers rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by dramatic crashes. During these crashes, your body prioritizes maintaining blood sugar stability over optimal circulation, temporarily reducing blood flow to extremities like your legs. Regular consumption of sugary carbonated beverages creates a roller coaster effect that consistently undermines stable energy delivery to your leg muscles. Energy drinks present additional challenges through their caffeine content, which can cause blood vessels to constrict and reduce circulation efficiency. While the initial stimulant effect might make you feel more energetic, the long-term impact is reduced blood flow to muscles and increased dehydration, both of which directly compromise leg strength and endurance. Beer and other alcoholic carbonated beverages combine these mineral-depleting effects with alcohol's dehydrating properties and its interference with nutrient absorption. Alcohol also affects balance and coordination, making falls more likely and potentially masking the early warning signs of declining leg strength until the problem becomes severe. The cultural integration of carbonated beverages into American social life makes this dietary change particularly challenging. From office break rooms stocked with sodas to social gatherings centered around beer. These drinks are deeply embedded in daily routines and social connections. However, the cumulative effect of regular consumption steadily undermines the foundation of mobility and independence that older adults depend on. Replacing carbonated beverages with water, herbal teas, or naturally flavored seltzers without added sugars or artificial ingredients can dramatically improve mineral absorption, reduce inflammation, and support optimal circulation to your legs. The change might seem small, but the impact on your mobility and energy levels can be profound and noticeable within just a few weeks. The path forward, reclaiming your leg strength. Throughout this journey exploring the 5 foods that silently undermine leg health in older Americans, we have uncovered a fundamental truth. Independence in later life depends not just on financial security or mental sharpness, but most critically on the strength and reliability of your legs. Every dietary choice you make is either contributing to your future mobility or quietly stealing it away one meal at a time. The beautiful reality is that your body possesses remarkable healing and adaptation capabilities, even in your golden years. By eliminating or significantly reducing these 5 food categories, you are not just preventing further damage. You are actively creating conditions for improved circulation, reduced inflammation, stronger bones, and more reliable muscle function. The changes might feel gradual at first, but consistency in these dietary modifications can restore vitality to your legs that you may have thought was lost forever. Remember that transformation does not require perfection, just persistent progress in the right direction. Start with the food category that feels most manageable to change, whether that means reading labels to reduce sodium, replacing fried foods with baked alternatives, or simply swapping your daily soda for refreshing water with a splash of natural flavor. Your legs have carried you through decades of life's adventures, challenges, and triumphs. They deserve the nutritional support that will keep them strong and dependable for all the journeys still ahead. The power to maintain your independence and mobility lies in the choices you make at every meal, and now you have the knowledge to choose wisely. If this information has opened your eyes to new possibilities for protecting your leg health, please give this video a thumbs up to help us reach other seniors who need this crucial information. Share your own experiences with dietary changes in the comments below, and let us know which of these 5 foods you found most surprising. Subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell to stay informed about the latest research and practical tips for healthy aging. Most importantly, share this video with family members and friends who care about maintaining their independence and mobility. Together, we can build a community of informed, health-conscious older adults who refuse to let poor food choices steal their freedom to move confidently through life.